Hello my friends and welcome to the Electric Viking. Fantastic to see you and I hope you had an awesome day. As you can see, I've been in the sun a bit, looking a little bit sunburnt right now. Been out at the BMX track with my two boys, aged 8 and 5. Had to think there for a second. Now, sales of electric cars in Australia have been pretty damn abysmal. But things are changing very quickly for one key reason. It all comes down to availability and also price. Availability and price. And that's about to change dramatically here in Australia. I believe the mainstream car manufacturers here are, they've got enough hubris to truly believe that this isn't going to happen, that they'll be okay. Things are not going to change, but they are. Things are going to change dramatically in Australia over the next 2 years. Now, Australia's electric car launch calendar. Over the next year and a half, I'm going to lay it on the line for you here. Here's what's going to happen. Now, sales of electric vehicles remain low in Australia. But with every month that goes on, they're gathering steam, momentum, and that momentum is going to see electric car sales reach, yep, you betcha, more or less 100% by 2030. Even if you don't believe it, I'm telling you, it's happening, whether you like it or not. Now, here's a list of the cars on sale already and those that are coming soon. Now, I'm not going to list the cars that are not coming to Australia or that haven't received any word on whether or not they're coming, because what's the point? They're probably not coming. So, number 1, Audi. Currently on sale in Australia is the e-tron SUV and the e-tron Sportback. Now the Q4 e-tron small SUV is expected in 2022. We don't know what price it's going to be, but it's a damn good price in the United States. Hopefully they price it well like they have over there. So coming in late 2021, the e-tron GT sedan, the e-tron S SUV, and the Q4 e-tron SUV is expected in 2022. BMW. Now, after beating many to making an EV with their i3, which was a little bit underwhelming, BMW decided they didn't want to do EVs anymore because apparently they weren't the future and they weren't going to work. And yeah, we heard all the nonsense from BMW. Now, they've changed their mind. They're back with, Car Expert says a vengeance. I think they're lying. They're not back with a vengeance, but they're back. Now, customers are now able to order the iX3, which is basically the X3 EV and a ground-up EV only models, which are the iX SUV and the i4 Grand Coupe sedan. Next after A is B, which leads us to BYD, who will probably become a top 3 car seller in the country by 2023. Well, I'd say very likely become one. Now, BYD are actually going to launch 6 electric vehicles over the next 2 years in Australia. But at least 4 of those will come within the next 12 months. On sale already in Australia from BYD are the E6 People Mover. It's a $35,000 fully electric van. That's 35,000 Australian dollars, or around about 27,000 US dollars. It's a bargain. In addition to that, there is the E6 People Mover. The People Mover is sort of like a van crossed with a crossover. Now that vehicle costs $40,000 Australian dollars, so around about 30,000 US dollars. It's on sale now. If you want a good car for a really good price, $40,000, incredible deal. Get onto BYD, give them a call. They don't sponsor me, they pay me nothing. I have no interest in this. It's just, if you're going to buy a car, you might as well buy a good one, and that's a good one. Now, confirmed for the first half of 2022 is the BYD EA1 Dolphin. And that car, I believe, will become a top 3 seller by 2023 in Australia, potentially worldwide as well. I think worldwide is extremely likely, in fact, considering BYD's plans to go global with this car and with their brand. Now, in addition to that, confirmed for 2022, for the first half of 2022, the Yen Plus SUV. In addition to that, coming likely in the second half of 2022 is the BYD Han, which will be a refreshed model. It won't be the current model you can buy in China. It will be a newer model with updated electronics, updated who knows what, but it's going to be better than the current model, apparently. In addition to that, in 2023, we're going to see an ute or a pickup truck coming to Australia, and I think coming probably to a lot of other places as well. You'd be surprised. I know some of you here on the channel think that there is no demand for pickups or utes in Europe. Well, yeah, I don't agree. But anyway, that's a moot point. It doesn't matter. This is about Australia, and the ute, the BYD pickup truck, is coming to Australia in 2023. It's going to be either the first or one of the first pickup electric trucks coming. Cupra. Now, Cupra is owned by Volkswagen. It's the sporty division of Volkswagen's Spanish company, SEAT, and it's launching in Australia shortly, apparently, they say. Now, apparently they'll beat Volkswagen and Skoda to Australia by launching the Born EV as soon as late 2022. They've got nothing on sale now, but I see it probably coming in 2023. So the Cupra Born is basically a hatchback based on the ID3. Genesis, Hyundai's luxury division, is coming up with some interesting EVs lately, and they have 3 models coming out in 2022, including the ground-up new GV60. So the GV60 hatch is coming in the first half of 2022. The electric G80 sedan is coming in the first half of 2022, and the electric GV70 SUV is coming in the first half of 2022. In other words, Genesis have 3 cars they claim are coming to Australia in the first half of 2022. Do I believe they will? Yes, I do. Do I believe they'll be in significant numbers? No, absolutely not. Genesis and Hyundai haven't yet rolled out any EVs in significant numbers. Hyundai make one of the world's greatest EVs, the Ioniq 5. It is one seriously impressive car. Unfortunately, there is very little supply coming from Hyundai, although there's a lot of demand. Now, currently on sale is the Ioniq hatch, the Kona electric SUV, the Nexo hydrogen SUV. I don't know why I've been mentioning that because it's a joke. And the Ioniq 5 hatch. Now, when I say on sale, well, Hyundai have allowed people to buy 400 of the Ioniq 5s this year. Apparently, at some point next year, they're going to release some more in the country. But they had 10,000 people interested in the car. So you can see there's a lot more demand for the car than what Hyundai is actually building of this car. Now, coming. Ioniq 6 sedan is apparently coming in either 2022 or 2023. I'd say more likely 2023. The Ioniq 7 SUV is coming in 2022 or 2023. And the Ioniq 5N hot hatch is coming in either 22 or 23. That should be a really cool vehicle. I've seen some spy shots of that. Really keen to see that in the flesh. Jaguar. Currently, Jaguar has just the I-Pace crossover coming, but apparently they have a range of pure electric vehicles coming by 2025. Who knows? They may be dead by then. Anyway, let's move on. Now, Kia's first EV, the Niro, is already here in Australia. You can buy one. But the big news is that the ground-up new EV6 hatchback is due in increments across 2022. There's also a brand new Kia Niro expected soon, given there's been spy shots going around of this car. So currently you can buy the Kia Niro. Coming are the EV6. The lower power models are coming in the first half of 2022 apparently. The EV6 GT is coming in late 22 or early 23. And the new gen Kia Niro is coming in late 22 or 23. Now, if you haven't already seen the EV6, it is a pretty damn cool looking car. I think it's similarly impressive in the sort of level of the Ioniq 5. And I'm really excited to see specifically the EV GT, which is basically like kind of a coupe, wagon, hatch, supercar, electric. It's awesome. Cars like these really do make EVs cool for the mainstream. So it's a big deal. Now, Lexus have a UX300E all-electric vehicle apparently coming in late 2021. Don't hold your breath on that one though. Mazda. Well, Mazda actually have a EV on sale right now. It's called the MX-30. And it's sort of a small crossover vehicle. It is ludicrously priced. It's not really a serious vehicle in my mind. Price is just, it's $60,000. The range is abysmal. Wait for other cars. Don't buy one of these. There's other better cars coming very, very soon. Believe me. Mercedes-Benz. Now, Mercedes does plan on going all electric by 2030, except they will continue to develop and make petrol cars. Yeah, I'm questioning how serious their development of EVs are. Well, their development is serious, but their commitment to actually being fully electric by 2030, I believe they're going to pivot at some point. But at this point, they certainly don't plan to be all electric by 2030. Hopefully, for their sake, they change. Now, currently on sale for Mercedes are the EQC SUV and the EQA 250 SUV. Coming is the EQS sedan in late 2021, the EQA 350 SUV in late 2021, the AMG EQS 53 sedan first half of 2022, the EQ8 SUV first half of 2022, and the EQE sedan in the second half of 2022. A lot of models there. Now, right now, you can buy an MG ZS EV. This is the number 2 selling electric car in the country. And it's basically a kind of medium-small SUV. Now, MG is owned by a Chinese company. Look them up. I've made lots of videos about MG and how well they're doing. Incredibly successful. Big success story in Australia, in the UK, and I believe in some other countries as well. MG, I don't think expected this kind of success. It's been really great to see. Now, they sell this electric car for just over $40,000. So, value for money is big time in comparison, for example, to the Mazda EV, night and day. Now, that's called the ZS EV. Coming is the Marvel R SUV. Apparently, that's under consideration and may come in either late 2022 or 2023. Mini. Well, Mini are actually owned by BMW. So, in spite of the fact that the company plans going all electric by 2025, it's still questionable on whether or not they will succeed long term. However, the all-electric plans are great. Now, according to BMW, Mini will be offering exclusively all-electric vehicles from 2030, although I'd previously heard 2025. Now, the Mini electric hatch is currently on sale in Australia, and it's the only EV in the cute mini hatch size car that is on sale as an EV right now in Australia. Now, apparently coming in 2023 is Mini's next generation electric car, which will be basically the same car, but upgraded, made better, made longer range, all those sorts of things. Nissan. The Nissan Leaf is one of the best known EVs, and in fact, one of the highest selling EVs in history, and it now comes with 2 battery options. Next up for Nissan is the Ariya crossover, which Nissan Australia is keen to get as soon as it can. I would guess that we'll be looking maybe 2024 for that one. Now, another brand out of left field here is Aura, made by Great Wall Motors, or what they now call themselves, GWM. Now, GWM are doing very well in Australia. They're up by 2,700% in their sales figures this year versus last year, and they are planning on doing a lot of car sales here in Australia. They want to become a top 10 automaker within the next 12 months. They will be launching the Aura brand here to sell alongside their already established Haval SUVs and their upcoming tank off-roaders. So they're going to be selling the Aura Cat, formerly called the Aura Good Cat. It measures 4.2 meters long, 1.8 meters wide, 1.6 meters tall, and has a 2.65 meter wheelbase, making about a similar size to a Nissan Leaf and an Ioniq electric. Now, what are the specs? Well, it features a 126 kilowatt, 250 newton meter full electric powertrain, which drives the front wheels. The 0 to 100 comes in 8.5 seconds and has a top speed of 160 kilometers an hour. Comes with a 63 kilowatt hour battery and driving ranges up to 400 kilometers. Now, one of the key reasons why the Aura Cat is going to sell well in Australia will be price. I think it'll be priced at around about 35,000 to 40,000 Australian dollars. So around about 27 to 30,000 US dollars. And Aura don't just plan on launching this car in Australia. There's many other countries they're planning on launching this car, particularly in Europe, over the next 24 months. Order books for the Aura Cat actually open in Europe at the end of this year for deliveries in the first half of 2022. Now, it's expected that this car will come in the second half of 2022 to Australia. Now, in addition to the Aura, a car that nobody is talking about is Great Wall Motors' Way luxury brand are developing a Jolion, don't know how you say that, sized all-electric SUV that is also coming very likely to the Australian market in 2023. Up next is Peugeot. Peugeot Australia will introduce its first battery electric vehicles in 2022, following the introduction of its first plug-in hybrids later this year. Expected to come are the E208 hatch, coming in 2022, the E2008 SUV 2022, and the partner van in 2022 as well. Now next up is Polestar. Polestar are owned by parent company Geely, another Chinese company. Now, the brand was created by Volvo and Geely, and their first car will hit Australia in late 2021. So we're going to see one this year. That vehicle is called the Polestar 2. So the Polestar 2 sedan is coming before the end of 2021. Now it's similar in size to a Tesla Model 3, and specs are actually fairly similar as well, with the Tesla, to be honest, being probably the better car, but still this will give you more choices. Porsche, well, the Taycan has been a really good seller in Australia, and its brother, the Cross Turismo, is coming later this year. The Macan is also going all electric in its next generation form. So on sale right now, Taycan sedan and the Taycan Cross Turismo estate very soon. Coming is the Macan, which is expected in 2022. Renault. Well, Renault isn't selling anything really anymore other than the Kangoo ZE van. It stopped selling the Renault Zoe because, well, it's too expensive, basically, for what you get. And there probably wasn't enough demand for that car here right now. So, on sale right now, Kangoo ZE van, electric. Coming soon is the new Kangoo electric van coming in 2022. The Megane E-Tech SUV, that's coming in probably 2023. And the Renault 5 hatch, probably 2023 as well. Skoda. Skoda's Enyaq SUV has gotten off to a good start in Europe. As with Volkswagen, its Australian arm is not considered a priority market. And it's based on what I've been hearing. We won't see any Skoda electric vehicles here until 2023, which is the Enyaq SUV that's expected to come in late 2023. Tesla. Well, Tesla absolutely dominates our electric car sales with good reason. That's thanks to the Tesla Model 3. Its pricing has just come down quite a bit. It's now more affordable than it's ever been. Now, the Model Y is due in Australia very shortly. And like the Tesla Model 3, it will also come from China. Now, we don't know officially if the Tesla Roadster or the Cybertruck will come here, but considering there are 25,000 pre-orders in Australia for the Cybertruck, I would say it will definitely come here. It's just a matter of when. My guess for that would be 2024, maybe late 2024, maybe 2025. On sale right now, the Model 3 sedan, the Model X SUV, and the Model S sedan. Coming in early 2022 is the Model Y SUV. Toyota. Currently, Toyota has no electric cars on sale in Australia. They are apparently going to make the BZ4X SUV, but I am very skeptical whether or not that will come out in Australia before 2024 at best. Now, Volkswagen. Well, the ID3 and the ID4 are selling very, very well in Europe and in other countries as well, including China. So, no production of the ID3 or ID4 is going to be allocated to Australia before maybe 2023, 2024. Now, Volvo. Well, Volvo, obviously, parent company Geely, Chinese company, are actually well ahead of Toyota, who we just spoke about. They actually sell the XC40 Recharge, but they sold out very quickly this year. So there'll be more of those coming, I don't know when, but at some point this year and as well next year. In addition to that, Volvo are bringing out their C40 Recharge crossover vehicle, and that's coming to Australia in late 2022. Now, another car that hasn't been 100% confirmed but looks very likely is Great Wall Motors' electric pickup truck, which was actually unveiled in China in 2020. Now, Great Wall has said it's not a matter of when it's coming to Australia. Now, Great Wall has said it's not a matter of if it's coming to Australia, it's simply a matter of when. In addition to Great Wall's electric pickup truck, which I think will come in probably 2023, is another impressive pickup truck, which will probably cost twice as much as Great Wall's pickup truck, but it looks pretty damn impressive, and that is the Rivian R1T electric pickup truck, which has just gone on sale in the United States. Now, I believe this one will take a while to come, maybe 2024. The reason being, demand for this truck is going to be massive. Right now, they own the electric pickup truck market in the United States, and that is an enormous market. Have a look at the pre-orders that Tesla has for the Cybertruck, more than 1.3 million. Have a look at the pre-orders that Ford has for their F-150 electric pickup truck, well over 150,000 now. There is huge demand in this space. Rivian are in the right place at the right time. It's going to come to Australia, but it's going to take a little while. Thanks for watching the channel. Look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye-bye.